Good evening. I'm Chris Thomas. Thanks for joining us. We are following breaking news tonight in the Stephon Clark shooting investigation. Take a look. Federal investigators have completed their case, saying there was not enough evidence to charge the officers involved in the shooting. They are now allowed to go back to patrolling the streets. You may remember Stephon was shot and killed in his grandmother's backyard back in March of 2018. We are hearing from the police chief about this breaking news tonight. But first, I want to go live to ABC 10's Becca Habegger, because Becca, I understand you just spoke to the Clark family.
Yeah, Chris, they gave us an emotional news conference after learning this information that they say they hadn't really expected or been given a heads up about. They met here at Bayside Midtown Church in Sacramento with the FBI, the Justice Department, and SacPD, where they learned not only would the two officers involved in Stephon Clark's death not be facing any charges, but also they're going to be returning to full and active duty. Now, remember, these are the two officers who shot and killed Clark, an unarmed black man, in Clark's grandmother's backyard as the officers were chasing him on suspicion of damaging cars in the neighborhood. Clark had only a cell phone on him, something the officers said they thought was a gun. The Clark family says they were told today that one officer is serving in a SacPD investigative unit and the other is back patrolling the streets of Sacramento. They believe justice has not been served. And in a powerful moment, Clark's grandmother read a note her 8-year-old granddaughter wrote to the Sacramento Police Department.
We need justice, and we need it now, and we need it now. There are too many people who was murdered by police violence. Justice for Stephon Clark. Justice for other people who died from police violence. From an 8-year-old little girl, Kaylin, to the police department. That's what my grandbaby wrote about her brother. Ain't nothing in this world can bring our grandson, my grandson back, my daughter's son, his brother, and her brother. So we're gonna keep fighting.
So what does fighting look like for this family now that these investigations have wrapped up? Well, for one, they're involved with this group called California Families United for Justice, an organization working to end police brutality. In fact, they're heading to a conference this weekend in Las Vegas to work with this group. And Stephon Clark's brother, Stephon Clark, called the timing ironic that they're heading to this conference and today found out the news. To them, unfortunate news, not the news they were looking to hear in this investigation. Chris?
Becca Habegger with that emotional update from the family tonight. Becca, we thank you. Now listen to this. I also sat down with the police chief, Daniel Hahn, this evening. He says the officers did not violate the department policy at the time. But keep in mind, several changes have been made since the incident. Take a listen.
We as a department and as a community need to do everything we can to not have this happen again in our community. So that's first over everything.
The family has held a news conference, and the family says that now justice has been denied to the family 3 different times. Your response?
I don't blame them at all. I mean, just where this happened at, they are reminded of this every day, the fact that it's in grandma's backyard. So, you know, everybody, I mean, you talk to different people, they'll say accountability means different things and justice means different things. Obviously, this is what justice means to the family, that they don't feel like they received it. And I completely understand that. They lost a son, a brother, a grandchild in their backyard. So I'm not surprised at all that they feel that way.
Talk about the officers. Where are they now? And what do you say to folks who say, so things just go back to normal?
Yeah, so in terms of back to normal, I think we're at a new normal. I don't know that whether it be the Clark family or this department or this community or the involved officers will ever go back to what the normal was back then. This is a very profound incident that happened in our community that will change all of us forever. And hopefully, and I believe that it's already happening in that direction, something positive comes out of this tragedy.